Alright, so, basically, I've gathered around 15 VR games that I can think of on the top of my head, and I've basically created a tier list, and I definitely did not steal this from a J-Man Curly video that I seen about 20 minutes ago on my YouTube For You page. Anyway, I'm going to be ranking these, so let me just go through the list just so everyone's up to date with what I'm trying to talk about. The top is world class. That's basically just the best of the best. A, the one below the best. B, mid. C, it's like shit, but it's not like awfully shit. And then AIDS is just like absolute pure ass. And then HM is honourable mentions. So at the end, I'll add in a few games that I may have forgot or missed out or that aren't really like mainstream, and that I thought that should just be mentioned. So okay. I'm just going to get started. I don't know how quick this is going to be, so I'm going to try and drag this out a bit. Alright, so first things first, we have a Beat Saber. Now, I think like everyone's heard of Beat Saber. Like, if you have not heard of this game and you play VR, then you may as well just not have a VR. But for those who don't know, it's basically just a rhythm game where you basically have two like lightsabers and coloured blocks will fly at you. So you'll have like a red lightsaber and you have a blue one, for example, and then like the red blocks will come at you and you have to hit the red blocks in the direction which it tells you, and it like makes the song with the I don't fucking know, but it's a cool game nonetheless, and you can get mods. And considering it's probably, I think it is the most played VR game of all time, if not that being Gorilla Tag like the second best, it's gonna go world class because I think everyone's heard of this. Even if you don't play VR, you might have heard of it from a lot of Twitch streams. Alright, second, you can't really see it, but that is Contractor's Exfil Zone. It's a pretty, what's the word here? Can't think, oh fuck, it's one of them ones where a lot of people don't like it, and a lot of people do like it for the gameplay. It's gotten a lot of hate since it came out because people just complain that it's a copy of Ghost of War, which I see where they come from because it's an extraction shooter game with a lot of the same mechanics as Ghost of War. But I think with where people, what the fuck? I think what a lot of people don't see with that is Ghost of War and Exfil Zone are both heavily inspired by Escape from Tarkov, which is probably the most popular extraction shooter ever made. So a lot of the mechanics are going to come from the same source. Also, it's kind of hard to make completely new mechanics for an exfil shooter game, or extraction shooter game I should say. It's just one of those things. I think I'm going to go through what I do like and what I don't like about the game. I think the graphics are really good. I love the visuals. The guns are really well designed. I don't like the gunplay too much. The time to kill is kind of annoying, and the game's difficult to get good at. So I think it's gonna go in B tier for me personally. I think it's different for a lot of different people, I would say. Okay. Next, we have the Half-Life logo. This is referring to Half-Life Alyx, obviously, the VR Half-Life game in the series. I don't think I've actually played it, but I've watched through it multiple times on different YouTube channels. I watched it on Jacksepticeye's channel like donkeys ago. The game looks really good, and it's literally like, the game's graphics are insane. You need a pretty good computer to run it, like max graphics, well, from what I know. But the game looks like phenomenal. I haven't played it, so I can't really give a fair rating on this, but I think it has to go in world class just because of the fact that it's one of those, it's one of the most popular VR games, and it's like one of the more mainstream ones, and the graphics are insane. It's really well made. Like the mechanics are insane with the glove where you can like flick the items in your hands and stuff. Oh, that's insane. So, yeah, well, that's definitely going there. Next, we have Blade and Sorcery. I've been playing this a lot more recently. I used to play it like every day for like hours. This game, oh my god, I think it was like the second VR game I ever played. First game I ever played was Gorilla Tag, which we'll get onto that later. Blins also is really good. Like, the game is made really well, the mechanics are insane, the physics are really good, the new story to it is really cool. The lore is confusing, but I don't really care about that. The mods as well are insane. Like, if you know the show Invincible, a lot of memes of that going about, but you probably have heard of it. The mods for Invincible for that game, like being able to fly around, pick up people, like the mods and just the community is just really like amazing. That's going into world class for me. That's one of my that's one of my favorite VR games of all time. So that's going to be the top of world class for me for a while. I would say. For now on the list anyway. Let's see. Let's see. I think Ghost of Tabor. Okay. If this was like a year ago or like 6 months ago, this would be world class. However, been playing the game since it came out. It's one of those games that, at least for me, you play and you play and you play and you play and you play, and then you're like, ugh. You're just bored of the same thing over and over again. You play, you get gear, you lose it all, you get it back, you lose it all, you get it back, and then the game wipes and it's rinse and repeat. They add new guns, they try the best with the updates, which is what I love, but the game's really buggy and I don't know. Like, it's not my favourite. Like, it's just not my favourite anymore, it's just how it is. Like, it's just one of those games. Definitely love it though. It's gonna go in A, 100%. But yeah, I'll probably talk more about it. One sec. I will talk more about Tabor in a minute. I'll get onto it at the end. I'm gonna speak about some things. But yeah. Next things we have Animal Company. People might not know about this. It has gained a lot of popularity in the last few months, I reckon. But so the idea of the game is basically guerrilla tag movement mixed with the kind of sort of that objective of Lethal Company, where it's basically just you go in, you make money, you come back and you buy items and you go in and you just do it. It's really fun. It's like a horror VR game and it actually is really cool. It's just obviously full of little kids, which is well, you're going to get that a lot with the Guerrilla Tag style VR games anyway, which I don't mind, because you can play in private lobbies with friends, or just play it normally if you want. It's not that big of a deal, you know what I mean? I'm going to put it in B, and that's just because I haven't played it enough to really get my own view on it perfect. You know. But, yeah. Moving on to our next game, Guerrilla Tag. This is definitely an interesting one. This is my first ever VR game ever played. I played this game every day for about 6 months. One moment. But yeah, Guerrilla Tag, first game I ever played on VR. I played it every day for like 6 months, like literally all day. And it was insane. This is like the reason why like half of my mates got a VR was to try this, if I'm not mistaken, and yeah, honestly, like, I love it. I don't play it much now, because I'm in a smaller room than what I used to play VR in, first of all. Second of all, the community just went absolutely batshit, because it's just like mentally insane 10-year-olds and 9-year-olds and below. But, you know, you've got like YouTubers like J-Man Curly, VMT, those like big Guerrilla Tag YouTubers who have branched out to the games now, I assume. But like Guerrilla Tag definitely was like one of the biggest VR games ever, and was probably the reason why the Quest 2 sold as many Quest 2s as it did. It's definitely the reason I got it, was for that game. But yeah, I've been playing it since it was like a fairly small game. I remember I used to get on after school, and there used to be like so many people on, I used to play it all day. I used to play till my VR died, charged, get back on and play it all day, honestly, right? I don't play it much now, but it's going in world class, because you can't even deny it. Gorilla Tag now might not be as good as what it used to be, but definitely changed VR like forever. Like 99% of new VR games are made using their movement, which is pretty weird, but pretty cool. Pistol Whip. Not really 100% sure why I added this to the list. I've never actually played Pistol Whip, but I just wanted to add it because I know it's a lot like Beat Saber, where it's like a rhythm game, but you have to shoot instead of hit things with a sword. Yeah, I don't know, like, I've never played it, I can't really give an opinion on it. I just wanted to add it to the list because it was one of those ones where, like, I felt like I hear about it a lot, but never actually see it. So it's gonna go in C tier for me. Next things on the list, we have Boneworks. Now, like, yeah, but Boneworks is probably up there. Definitely up there. It's like, it's one of those things where it's like, I feel like the physics on it were insane. Same with, like, Blade & Sorcery physics, right up there. Janky game. Had a really good story the first game. You know, Bone Lab isn't on the list right now, but it's a good game. I haven't really delved into it much. The mods are really cool. I'm gonna put it in A, just cause it's just an opinion thing. Not like that the game is bad, but just off personal experience. It's not my favourite. It's definitely not a bad game. Definitely a great game. Next on the list, we have Pavlov, or Pavlov Shack. Next on the list, we have Pavlov Shack. One of, like, actually as well, one of the first games I played on VR, funnily enough. It's like, it reminds me of like CSGO mixed with Call of Duty, with some of the aspects. It is one of those games you just love to play. I've never actually got bored of it. I always go back to it. It's like it's like Minecraft. You have your Pavlov phase on VR. I feel like it's a good way of putting it, and it's just a great game. Like the mods and the maps, the game modes, the base game modes, the modded game modes, the vehicles, the guns, everything is good about the game. It's going in world class. Third in world class for me. I'm not even gonna lie to you. One of my favourite games in general. Alright, next on the list we have the Contractors, the base game. So, not the Exfil Zone version, just the base Contractors game. This may as well be considered Call of Duty in VR. It's really good. Like, I don't know. I haven't played it in like a while, like properly, because I was having some issues with loading mods up, but the mods are really good. Like the COD Zombies mod, oh my days, that is like really well made. Literally COD Zombies in VR, like it couldn't get any more perfect. The Ground War mod's really fun, with like the parachute mod and stuff, insane. I'm gonna put it in A tier. I've had a lot of fun with this game in the past, so I'm definitely gonna put it up there. It's not the best in A tier, currently the worst, but it's definitely not a bad game at all. Okay. Now we're in the, well, the dingy section. VRFS. I am putting this in AIDS. This game, I swear, like, I used to like have people telling me all the time, get up, but download VRFS, and I'm like, alright, I'll play it, and I'm like, what is this shit? Like, it's fun, but like, it's so poo. Like, there's nothing to do in it. You just run around with the ball, and you can't even find lobbies anymore because the game's dead as fuck, and it's just boring, and it's just gay. Not that there's anything wrong with that. And it's just like, you know, I don't know. Like, you just play it. It's free. You can find out. Okay, third to last we have Battle Talent. Similar to Blade & Sorcery in many aspects. I think this game has a multiplayer game mode as well, which is a one-up from Blade & Sorcery. But I have never played it, sadly. It's been on my list for a while though. Similar thing for me with this and Blade & Sorcery is the Invincible mods. you can fight Conquest, spoilers, in Season 3 of Invincible. There's an epic fight at the end between Invincible and Conquest, which is just probably the best episode of the whole show. Or one of them. But yeah, no, this game's going in A, because I haven't played it, but I know it's a good game. Hard Bullet. This might actually be like, I'm gonna put it here, and I'll tell you why. Actually, I'm putting it in B, and I'll tell you why it's going in B. So I haven't really played it much. It's really fun, but it gets boring. It's repetitive. The maps are small. You don't really do anything. You just kill for seemingly no reason. Not really a motive to it. It's fun though. But just go play Ball now, Ball Burn Sorcery if you're gonna get a hard bullet, you know what I mean? You may as well just play a better game at that point. So, last but not least on the main area of the list, not including honorable mentions, we have Grim. If Grim is low-key going in, AIDS. Look. I was so excited for Grim for like so long, and then I got Grim and I played it and I was like, yes, finally we got Grim, and then it was terrible. The idea of being a Rust game on Mars is a cool idea. Does it work? Not at all. Not at all. Literally. It's just shit. Like, it's so boring, man. Like, to get wood, you have to go in a massive biodome. And so, like, to get wood, everyone on the map's gonna be cramped if they all go to the same dome. You know what I mean? Like, play straight at this point. Just play straight. Do not buy Grim. Trust me, it's not worth it. Okay. I will be right back in a second. I'm gonna add some things to the honorable mentions list, and you will see that in 3, 2, 1. Okay, I've added 3 games to the honorable mentions section. I'm gonna like try and explain why these 3 are not on the mainstream list. Starting off with Assassin's Creed Nexus. This game honestly might be one of my favourite VR games I've ever played. The only reason I didn't add it into the list was 1, because it's made by Ubisoft, so it was a really unfair like addition to the list, because it would literally be above every other game in every aspect, because they have a 10 times higher budget than everyone else. I feel like it wasn't right as a VR game, because it's Assassin's Creed, like it didn't make sense. But no, the game, like, everyone was expecting the game to be like so bad, and then when it came out, I genuinely thought it was so good. Like, I just loved being able to play as like, what was it, Cassandra, Connor, and Ezio in one game in VR. So good. The combat was really well done. The parkour was actually like really well done. The animations were really cool. The story was actually really interesting as well. The pass-through features that they did were really sick as well. Overall, like a really good game. Batman Arkham Shadow. I recently got a Quest 3. The game doesn't work for some reason, but I have seen some things in the game and it looks really well made. Kind of similar reasons as to why I didn't put it on the main list as the other one. It's made by, was it Rocksteady and whoever, so it's kind of just like, I don't know, it didn't seem right to put on the list. Another thing, or a game, Beyond Sandbox. This game, like, genuinely isn't even out yet. I don't know when it's going to be out. I think it's not even anywhere near finished. But the reason why it's on my list is because I'm in the Discord server. I'm keeping tabs on the YouTube. The game looks really promising. Like, the mechanics they're adding in looks insane. It's going to be that. I feel like it's just going to be a really great game. And I think everyone's going to love it when it comes out. Myself included. Gonna love it. Okay, I think that's it for the tier list. Thank you for watching, pals. Goodbye now.